loves? It's Lady Pelvic with Pelvic Gaming, and we're going to talk more on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, specifically on blades. My favorite blades, which I will creatively call Beyblades.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip!
No, not those ones. I'm talking specifically blades I think are worthy of the title of Bey. Considering I invested 193 hours of my life in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'm gonna milk this game for all of its worth. That, and I'm still not done with my Suikoden 2 review, so it's a little filler. So a few rules. One, this is going to exclude any main blade characters, so Pyra, Mithra, Dromark, Poppy, any of those, they're not gonna be on this list. Besides, we all know how I feel about Pyra. And Pyra, who's a bland piece of toast. You know what? No, she's not even toast. She's bread. You know, toast can be crunchy, burnt, warm. Bread is just bread. It's just bread. Bland, boring, bitch-ass bread. 2, this list is based on personality and design. And 3, if you see any censorship, it's because I'm blocking out some main story spoiler stuff for you guys. The only thing you're really going to see is the 5th character who joined your party and their blade, some rare blade side quest, and the rare blades themselves. So, if you're okay with that, let's get started. Number 5. Newt is a sexy lady tank who boasts her strength and incredible discipline. She's really big into Titan weaponry. Fangirl level, really.
Destroyer.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, Newt.
Well, duh! The latest and greatest warships of the Ardanian Navy all in one place. Who wouldn't get excited? Ah, look over there. That one being refitted is the newest model of amphibious assault ship. It's the flagship of Division 1 of the 2nd Imperial Guard, you know?
And she always makes sure the Ardanian soldiers are pushing themselves to their limit. She also has a cute fluster design when she's being recognized as an awesome recruit. Newt's design I have mixed feelings on. I like her sexy outfit, but it's more of a costume to me rather than really exemplifying she's a military woman. But looking at the bright side, her body is totally jamming. Her abs are goals. Or really, her detached arms are. Her buff arms are easily the most captivating thing for me, following her big chest and chiseled abdomen. And then there is an awkwardly placed eye in the back of her head. To my knowledge, it's never really addressed or does anything. It must be very uncomfortable doing sit-ups for her. Either way, Newt is an awesome fiery blade.
Well, let me show you what I can do!
Number 4. Sheba is a fucking trip, guys. All she cares about is beauty, wealth, and banquets. She rides around in a bathtub as if it's her chariot, and goes around the world to collect beautiful women for her entourage so they can have tea parties. So far, I'm totally on board with this chick. Fun fact, the Japanese version of the game, instead of tea parties, she wants to create a harem.
そのためには可愛い女子たちを愛人として集め、ハーレムを作る必要があるというわけじゃ。
When I first found this out, I was like, whoa, Nelly, this is very different from a tea party. Anyway, I love her look, especially the ends of her hair, twisting themselves into giant seashells. Even though graphically it didn't sit well. Overall, she has a look of royalty, which complements her pretentious attitude. Also, she was incredibly sexist towards men. Now, before you guys start angrily typing at me like, oh my god, you like her because she's sexist? No, but I would be lying if I said I didn't find it mildly amusing. It's no different than Gerudo women. They're incredibly sexist, but not the reason why I like them. I just thought Sheba's bits were pretty funny and a little bit annoying. Considering you're playing a male character, she has you running all over Allrest for her problems. The way she communicates with men and women in the party are like night and day. She showers the ladies in compliments.
Bridget, Nia, Morak, Poppy, Pandoria. You are all invited. You shall be a part of our inner circle.
And the men? She has them doing all the dirty work.
Ah, peons and beasts may carry the luggage. We expect you to pull your weight.
Number 3. Azami, a creepy, doll-like puppet rare blade. She has this wonderful power called Clairvoyant Eye, which allows her to see far away and spy on her enemies. She also severely suffers from loneliness, so much that in her side quest you send her on a mission alone to investigate a ship carrying suspicious cargo, and you find out the ship has sunk. Turns out she's the one who sunk it. She figured the ship looked suspicious, so in order to get the job done quicker and return to her driver, she'd sink it and call it a day. Not the best logic, but solid logic. When you send her away on any merc missions, she has this piece of dialogue that expresses how offended she is that she's temporarily parting ways with you.
You're sending me off? And for this?
Azami is also so unsettling when she speaks about how she adores and watches over her driver.
Of course. With my eye, no matter how far apart we may be, I can watch my sweetie pie driver wherever they are and whenever I like. Gross.
It also doesn't help how disturbing her broad smile is. Plus, I love how her methods are straight to the point. She has no problem threatening people and going through with those threats. If Rex and the gang weren't there to stop her, there would have been a lot more unsavory deaths.
I'm just going to do the very same thing that I did to sink that ship.
Number 2. So in good faith that I am not a sexist, I present to you this list's first male blade, which is number 2 on the list, by the way, Dagus. Now, contrary to me saying I'm not a sexist, Dagus is an asshole. But a lovable asshole. He believes he's the king through and through, and it's an undeniable fact to him.
You act like you're a king, Dagus.
Of course I do. I am the ruler of a nation.
Everyone are peons and commoners to this man, and it's absolutely impossible to please him.
Penny for your thoughts, Dagus.
To be frank, it does not live up to my expectations. I must doubt the tastes of the one who deemed this view spectacular.
But surely you must agree that it's not terrible.
Well, perhaps a commoner would find it agreeable.
Excuse me? Commoner?
Oh, don't take it so hard. It is only natural that I should possess more exacting sensibilities than your like.
He is so high up on his pedestal, he calls his own drivers retainers. I gotta say, I love this pompous and high and mighty attitude, even if it is unbecoming of a king.
But now you see, yes? It is beneath me to exert myself in service to you. I will apply my full capabilities only when I myself see fit.
Even his voice lines when he activates his special ability is great.
I'm kind of royalty.
I have clips for days illuminating Dagus's arrogant personality, but I would like to say he does have some redeeming qualities, that being he is persistent and fearless. In his side quest, you uncover information about his kingdom and how it fell. You later fight the alleged mighty beast who brought his kingdom to ruin, and Dagus is ready to rumble while everyone else is hesitant. He takes ownership of being a king, avenging his kingdom, not backing down from any foe.
I must avenge my people whom you wronged long ago.
Also, his outfit. I really like how the crown is melded to fit on his head, and his beautiful eyes. I'm a sucker for the whites of eyes being blackened, and the irises being a bright color. It's a personal design choice I'm exceptionally fond of. And I loved his armor pieces, funky coat, the colors. I'm a huge fan of his getup. Also, I just love his voice.
You have the honor of being my driver. This is a very big moment for you. Don't blow it.
Number 1. I would like to introduce you guys to a fucking legend. A character who's filling. A character who I believe everyone hungers for. A delectable character who gobbles the most unsavory of villains. A character whose one and only motivation in life is food. Feast your eyes on Boreas. Quick question for you guys, sorry to interrupt. Were those food puns doing it for you? Because I found them pretty tasteful. Boreas is a giant rabbit ball thing, with its mouth being its entire body, and his arms sprout from his little nubs. He's a giant child who just loves eating. Contrary to his large size, he's a speedy little bugger who can travel from Titan to Titan in a blink of an eye. He's such a lighthearted and fun character with hilarious dialogue. He says this little gem when returning from missions.
It was easy as pie. Oh, pie.
His dedicated love for food is incredibly relatable, as who doesn't love some food?
Boreas, we will call this Bergoloff a drawer. It feels good to sit and eat surrounded by knock-on friends. Naturally, Yum Yum will graciously return all stolen foods. So next time we can decide clearly who the greatest burglar is. And we will finally see who is #1 in knock-on hearts and minds. Hey, you're listening?
Don't you ever stop talking? It's time to eat, not time to talk.
So those are my top 5 favorite Beyblades. I hope you enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun making it. I also want to give a shout out to JRPG. He's the one who did this idea first, the Beyblade video. You could say I, ripped him off.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip!
Thank you so much for watching. Right box is more of my top 5 videos, and the left box is my Let's Play channel. Finally got some Danganronpa going on. Also, leave me a comment with 2 video game characters you'd have me pick from to go on a date with. If they're creative, you may be featured on my Valentine's Day video. I like the original Beyblade, which has predominantly male characters, not sexist, right? That's how that works?